Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, dude. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Ready?
Young to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
53. Coaching spell. That's got to be a fight.
Young now from the 50. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Vaughn. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. To throw, Young. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guy, 25-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
Ready? 90, Wolf. They can't hang with us. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Get it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the run. Recon, 132 fighter. Big Trevor.
On second down, it's Hunt. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here we
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Just like that. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm here all day.
They'll set up a throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, set. 50's the mine. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. General West. 49, check 49, check 49. Check. Gone. Switch. Check 50, check 50. Shoot.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson.
I got you, boy.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch it. Chopper!
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
The outlaw, hey, Alpha. Watch the pass. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the slant. Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
You ain't doing nothing, Jeff. You ain't rock it. Ready?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. 53 at the mark. Hey, come on now.
Now Young. And he completes it to Westbrook. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check, go.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
base. Check, 47. Watch the run, watch the run. Now.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Double time, double time. Leo, get it.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Set, ready? 15 lining. 15 lining. Big grip.
Johnson. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch it. Come on. Look at me. Door.
He'll look to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't get stopped. We go. 8-3. Game situation. Let's go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Under 10.
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And for the Browns, a nickel.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch.
Hey, seam 6. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Boy, excellent coverage there. Last week he had the interception. One reason why he was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
So no jokes about not having hands, right? Because he got the pick last week. This week, he's knocked down a ball in this game so far. Let's see if he can get an interception as this one continues.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike's 50.
Get up.
Watch the run.
Let go.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st and 10, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
SOS.
6-6. Pull it high. What? Squeeze. Get it.
Young now to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the ball. Check 24.
61. Matchbox lights.
The play fake. Now Young. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Shoot.
Young working out of the gun. Flushed it. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Young, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Let's go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
70, Indy. Ready?
On 2nd down, Johnson.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, set. 8, lead. Hey, Sam off.
That's track. Show it up. Show it.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Leo. And 5.
Now Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
X3, 218, chop.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Go.
This is Hunt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch out.
Now.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Not today, you are. Not today. Undercrush,
Hard.
Wide.
Get it.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now. Defense.
On first down, it's Hunt. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Cookies the mark.
No gain on this defense. Smooth.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
He'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Intended for David Njoku.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
50 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Deuce. Check.
Look, squeeze.
Kill.
Yes.
Lucky.
Che, exit.
26. Mike's 50.
Ready.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey, wahoo.
50.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Hey,
Five.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Greystone, travel. Hit it.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Even. 4th down. Even. Watch the eye.
Blue draw Corker. Gone.
They go to Johnson again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how they were...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. An 80-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on,
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Tie that left, tie that left. 4 down, check.
5.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Double dog.
Rock it.
It's a safety cream.
Be triple.
They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Young to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here I come. Check 3.
Fournette on the counter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
53, check.
On 2nd and 15 now. Young. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo.
Watch 98.
Here's Young from the shotgun. It's Hill, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him. Didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Let's go. He's checking.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They come out here in the eye.
25, check
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
90, Wolf.
Check 53, right. Hey, pick your game up. Shift. Check 31, check 31. Tight dog. Hey, switch gears.
5.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Let's go now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Bang.
Leo. Spin.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, lock it. Hard, hard.
Again, it's Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Out of the gun, it's Young. So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
From the gun, Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
General West. Fair.
Fournette running out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on,
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Back.
2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They'll drop the throw. He finds his man Johnson. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 6. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. At the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Switch.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
50, play.
Mike, number 53.
Hey, team 6. 53
to Mike. 53 to Mike. Let's go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. In your face.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Bound to lose one.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Hey, exit.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Second down and inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hey, wahoo!
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Check 53, come on. I'm coming.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Agnew now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Jacksonville, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they come back to the pack a bit.